give you a part. Okay, I had, it's just like, what's like the biggest break? Because he's always like, oh, I don't want to change. I like being behind the scenes and stuff like that. But then, of course, he's great in front of a crowd. He's great at telling jokes. He's great at playing off people and stuff like that. Oh, I don't want to be. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you like just this huge friggin' part that's like just incredible. It's going to be Santa Claus, Jesus Christ, Santa Christ. And pretty much he went in and he just, and the great thing is I always tell him I give him a full minute just to laugh, and somehow I edit it in. So there's always an awkward moment every time he pops up, which just goes, and that's always my favorite part, just the awkward. Everyone's like, that seems a little awkward. It's like, that's the point. It's supposed to be weird. So, yeah, it's pretty much just trying to give him a bigger part that would be really fun. And I know he could do well. And he does that very good. So, way back here. You and the hat.
Yep. If Visa MasterCard ever decided to do it, would you ever consider getting a BAT credit card?
A BAT credit
Nice. Oh, that was amazing.
I do, but give me your suggestion. Hey, might be right behind. Actually, Lindsay had an idea last year. We're not doing it this year. Sometime we might do it. But she had an idea to do a murder mystery. Which I think, I'm sorry, that cracker thing was a lot of fun. I had a big breakfast this morning, kids. It's like, yeah, and I'm just like, wow, those waffles were heavy. Was that? The Bisco 333, half the evil one. It's like, here's a waffle, it's only $15. And it's like, that thing. Surprisingly, that's fun. Yeah, Lindsay had an idea to do a murder mystery. We're not going to do it this year. We do know what we're going to do this year. We're just sort of hammering out the plot details of who's coming and stuff like that. But we do have an idea, and we're going to try and make it bigger than Kick Ass. Yeah, I think that's always going to be the challenge. How can we make it bigger? So we're going to try, and we're going to try and have a lot of fun with it like we always do. So yeah, it should be good stuff. Well, it'll probably still be an hour and a half. Right? I don't think we're entering mini-series territory anytime soon. I think we're still going to have like 4 days. So it's like that'll be tricky. So let's see. Yes.
Oh no. Go ahead.
You're going to kill me. I have not seen any of the RoboCop. Even though I hear they're building a RoboCop statue in Detroit, which is awesome. I have not seen those movies. That's one. There's a few. I think everybody has a few classic movies that they haven't seen, and it's like you got to get around to it. That's one of those movies I just haven't seen yet. I'm meaning to get around to it. I got to see those. I want to see all of them too, even the ones that are just like that was terrible. But no, I want to see it anyway. Because it's just the title alone. So I'll definitely check it out. Yeah. The only reason I did Pokemon is because everybody making it Pokemon. Get Pokemon, get Pokemon. I'm not planning to do any, any other animes really or any animation. Well, it's especially anything that's a show or based on a show. I have trouble with because you have to watch a lot of that show and you want to be sure you sort of represent the show pretty well. And I just don't have the time to sit down, watch all of it, and take jokes everywhere and stuff like that. It has to be something I grew up with. So probably not. What's that? The series. I'm sure it's better. Yes. Just pass it off to somebody else. Yeah, Black Widow. plans to channel out? Well, we got the 2 thumbs going, which is really good. We're looking, I mean, just to keep expanding out and do like more sort of like internet. We call them channels. I mean, right now they're websites. I mean, we're hoping to get it where it's like, every day there's like 5 or 6 various things you can look at. We're hoping to have one for video games, one for artistry, one for cooking, one for all that stuff, and we're hoping to just keep branching out. It takes time, but it's definitely that's definitely what we're looking to do. We're definitely like a lot of people looking to sort of turn the internet sort of into the new TV. So it's a slow process, but we're definitely working on it. So that's what we got now. Yeah. What would you least favorite movie work on? Least like that it turned out bad, or just watching this whole thing. While watching it, Garbage Pail Kids was pretty close. Honestly, it sounds like the 2 that really, I was just like, wow, this was miserable. This was just miserable watching it. One was Junior, because it was just, it's not like a gospel movie, it's just so boring and not interesting, which I don't know how that's done. It's Schwarzenegger pregnant. How can you not make that interesting? And so it was really hard getting jokes for that. It was just a slow, boring process. Then the other was actually the 1998 Godzilla. That's a very, that's it's all great. It's always raining. The monsters look that impressive. Happy Friday. I mean, it just has that voice the whole time. Everybody's acting terrible. That's a lot of fish. So those are the 2, and of course, Garbage Pail Kids was really hard. But Garbage Pail Kids at least was giving us material. The other 2 was very tricky to get material from that, so we had to work especially hard for that. So yeah, those are really good. Yeah. Do you have any tips on someone who's looking to start your expertise? Well, my first tip would be don't. He's any tips for anyone that wants to start internet reviewing. Reviewing is especially tough because everybody's doing it now. I was fortunate that I got in with